After a heartbreaking loss against the Ohio State, which we will never talk about until we beat Ohio State again, it's time to jump into the next one. Now, slightly devastating news, Devontae Bryant, who is actually starting to play really well for us over the last little bit, he has a partial MCL tear, gone for 7 weeks, so it's going to be a minute before we see this man again. This game's going to be a little tough, though. We are heading to Indiana. It's not going to be a home game, which we should have, I believe, next week, but a tough start to the season after that loss to the other team that we won't talk about. Coach McMervin has been fed up, though, and we have switched the playbook from Utah offensively to now a brand new one in Western Michigan. Crazy. And that might have been the best run we've had all season, so maybe there is positive gain to be had right now. But Gloucester, a dicey one, and that deserved to be dropped. Gloucester and Folk, the only guys in the backfield, should be an easy first down run, and they're saying 4th and inches. Coach McMervin, not a guy to shy away from controversy here, is going to go to an RPO. Hector Omar out here. Hector Omar with a big catch and run. Gloucester back out here. Little jet sweep action. Hector Omar, who just had a big plays out here in the field, making moves. We see him. Breakout game for Hector Omar. Ty Hardy in the backfield with McGloucester. Hit him with a little halfback screen. Great blocking there by Cascade Valley. Hardy pointed some guys out, hits him with a spin move, and gets the lid up at the 10. Back out here trying to make something happen. McGloucester's going to get it out here to the edge. We're trying to get Hector Omar into the end zone, but he stopped at the 2. Bawanko is in the backfield, along with Folk, and Bawanko, just like last year, gets stopped in the backfield. 3rd and goal, trying to get some sort of positive vibes here. McGloucester feels the pressure immediately. Immediately they get to him. So what was a very promising drive is now going to be left up to the hands or feet or foot Mr. Mario Doinks, who barely makes that one, but it goes in all the same. Cascade Valley's defense doing a pretty good job, but it's a 3rd and 1 right now for Indiana. They're going to go with a run, and our guys, despite stacking the box, got no pressure. Little bunch set right now for Indiana. They go with an RPO. We got some guys in the neighborhood, but it is still going to be about a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4, Indiana again getting with some trickeration here. We got guys trying to beat the running back or the receiver over there, and they make it 3rd and short. Our guys find themselves on a 3rd down. Mazu in the backfield, couldn't quite get there. We're going to see a tackle, and it's 4th and inches. I'm actually kind of impressed that they, first of all, didn't get the good spot on that being at home, and they ended up punting on 4th and inches. They ended up punting, it goes out of bounds to the 23. We got good field position. Gloucester all by his lonesome in the backfield, needing some time here, and there's not enough time for him. A lot of new offensive parts, and those guys are trying to figure things out. A lot of guys that are really being relied on more than they've ever been relied on. And again, Gloucester, we don't want to talk about it. 1st and goal. Indiana again gets the ball after a safety punt. They got the ball at the 30, which doesn't quite make sense. Our guys trying to figure it out. They go with a run. We got defensive tackles there to stop them, though. Massive play here. They're going to move a guy over. Our guys shooting the gap, and Manny Marshall's going to light him up. What a play. Manny Marshall, again, getting some playing time for really the first time in his career. Makes a huge play to make a 4th and goal from the 4. They're going to line up and kick that one. It's good, and we have a baseball score of 5-3 that nobody predicted. Back out on offense, which has been abysmal outside of a couple of early good plays. We are trying to establish that run. Gloucester all by his lonesome in the backfield, which has been an issue so far in this game. We haven't exactly seen the greatest moments there, but we're trying to just not dink and dunk, but we're not getting much down the field. We'll play action. He's got his tight end who's going to lose 2. Looking for something positive. A guy that was supposed to block didn't block. He did a lot of help here. Crucial 3rd down. Again, it's just the underneath dink and dunk stuff is all we can ever find. 3 minutes left here in the first half. Gloucester's going to take off, use his legs a little bit. He's going to get forced down after about 12 or 13 yards. Gloucester a little shaking up after that hit. We got to give him a little bit of time and probably some better protection from the offensive line too. Solid drive so far. But Gloucester on the back shoulder is going to find Bell for a big gain. 1st and goal. Underneath, that's going to be Alexander. He's in the end zone. We are finally getting a touchdown. It feels like forever. The defense has been really our only bright spot in this game so far. The offense kind of coming along a little bit, but we have got to get a stop or force a turnover here. Indiana feeling pretty good. Not really panicking right now considering the score, and what an absolute dot to get them to the 45. Indiana making a quick adjustment here. We had it, but we knock it away. Cascade Valley holding on to a 5-point lead. Not something you really say there in the first half, but Django's going to make a great tackle to make it 35. CVU just needing a big stop here. Indiana trying to cling on to something a little positive right now. They got a lot here. The quarterback has all day. Tubbs is going to get the interception. He's got some running room here. He's going to get maybe the block he almost needed, but he gets a good return. So Cascade Valley, because of the defense, is going to come out here with a much better opportunity to put more points on the board. Keep lighting that scoreboard up. A great defensive effort by the linebacker. Gloucester sees the pressure and just no way he just fumbled. Luckily, he recovered it. Good Lord. We've been in this situation before, deep in our own territory, and it did not work out well for us the last time. We're going to see if we can make something happen on 3rd and 29 as Indiana used the timeout there. McGloucester gets sacked for the 2nd time today. We've got to fight for our lives a little bit right now. Maz is going to make a great tackle to keep him short, and they're going to use their 2nd timeout. 2nd and 4. Trolling, they throw one, and Django's just out of reach for that one. And there's a flag that better not be on us. Are you kidding me? He was on the sideline. That's crazy they call that on Tubbs. Not only are our guys playing against Indiana, they're fighting against the CPU right now. Or the refs and the CPU. They're fighting against everything. Little check down, big hit. 2nd down and 10 for Indiana. They go to the spot that we left, and a huge hit that time. Indiana races back to the line, trying to get a playoff here. Our defense has been really good in the red zone. We're hoping that stays true here. And we had the pick, but Gates drops it. Our guys just trying to lock in right now. They go underneath, and that's a misfire. Coach McMervin is just kind of kicking himself with his offense right now, knowing this game should not be close to being tied. But because of his quarterback's mistake, that's what we're sitting with right now. And how are we getting slapped? So Weldon on the outside here is going to be the main guy trying to lean in to get the block against Indiana. This kick is up. It's going to be good. They tie it up. What a disgustingly weird game to start it all off. Indiana with the ball here in the 2nd half to start things off. They're doing really well for themselves. They got to be pretty happy. Mazzo is going to get the tackle in the backfield. Our guys trying to lock in. They go with an RPO. We got guys in the vicinity, and what a tackle there by Okafor. 4 wide receivers lining up here for Indiana. 1 running back in the backfield to help protect the QB a little bit. And we just... yeah, after whatever that was that just happened, we're back out here ready to check it down some more because that's all you can basically do on Heisman. 2nd and 10. Halfback screen. Ty Hardy making a great move there, and he's going to keep fighting for his bread and gets forced out of bounds. Gloucester hits him with a halfback. Little fake. Bentley's going to get some yards here. Our backup tight end, we don't trust him in the open field, so we're going to get him out of bounds. Keeping it going here. Folk really has nowhere to go. Coming out of shotgun here. Nice pass. We got Higgins. Higgins turns up, and Higgins is in the end zone. What a play by Cascade Valley. Way to answer back. Can we just play some defense now? Defense was able to get a nice stop there. We've got the ball. Ready to make something happen. John Folk with not a lot of yards. We'll take 4, though. Empty set here as the 3rd quarter kind of winds down. Hardy's got some room. Hardy just can't get that block help, but Morrison did a decent job to hold him up for a sec. The one thing we haven't really established super well today has been the run game, and we are trying to do that now, but it's just tough when your running back wears 19. 2nd and 5, and our center just didn't block. This might break a little bit of immersion here, but if you're thinking I'm lying about my guys not blocking, we have Stonewall and Crowder, 2 offensive linemen, fairly highly rated here. And instantly, they engage and disengage. Instantly. Big 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Squad needs something, and we just do a pick. Yeah, that was on me. We put our quarterback in a bad situation there. That's just a great blitz by the CPU, and we got chalk. The defense has really got to do something here because offensively, we kind of let ourselves down, and Jimmy Jangle, a top 3 name in college football. Not 3, not 2, but might be number 1. If only we could change his jersey number. Big play by Jimmy Jangle. Big situation right now for Cascade Valley. We got a lead. The question is, can we hold on to it? And oh my God, Jabari Okafor. Next height check is Mills' actual height. Start of the 4th quarter, the squad looking for something. Big hit, though, by Gates to drop that one out. 3rd and 10. This is a major, major play right now for the squad. We got no pressure on the QB. We're crying. We're literally crying. The QB has 7 hours to run in front of him. Doesn't run. We got everybody back in coverage, and we cannot cover. When Indiana wants to get a play, they will get a play. 1,000%. 2nd and 4. Our guys, again, needing something. Big hit, though, by Jimmy Jangle. Keeping our eyes on him. Locking in. He breaks that one, breaks the second one. He's down after about 9. Indiana making a good little drive here. That's probably going to be offsides, I believe, on Maz. Oh, my God. A spin cycle. That play's going to get declined. Oh, it's on them. Maybe ineligible man down the field. We're accepting that penalty all day. Let's go. So what was bad is now not as bad. It's a little 2nd and 5 because they had such a massive gain there. They go in the backfield again, and Jimmy Jangle is playing lights out right now. It's like Maz is out of this place. We don't really have one of our best defensive players out there. They're throwing one, and that's way out of bounds. Jabari Okafor is going to be hype on that. All right, so Indiana's going to line up for a field goal here. This is kind of a long field goal attempt. Oh, this is going to be close. And they nail it. A 4-point game now. What a kick by Indiana. The most important drive of the game right now for Cascade Valley. McGloster and company have got to find a way to get this ball down the field. And John Folk with the longest run of his young career. John Folk in the Lemon Pepper Steppers was moving down the field. And all of a sudden, Cascade Valley feeling a little bit of life at the moment. Hardy in the game, the juke move that doesn't really do anything, but he fights for his bread and goes forward. This has definitely not been our best running game. We're probably still barely in the negatives from a rushing yards perspective, but it is what it is at this stage. Doing our best to chew the clock a little bit here. Nice pass. Alexander is going to stay inbounds to keep that clock moving. We're getting ourselves in a field goal range. Doinks again. We need him to be as close as possible. We never know what's going to happen with that young man, and John Folk's going to get us a little bit closer. Running our last play before the 2-minute warning. Hector Omar is going to be moved in motion. Folk again getting the carry. Not his best launch angle, but he makes it 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock. Indiana has all their timeouts. Ty Hardy's going to come in here. He's going to get a first down and so much more. They used their first one. Indiana's got to be feeling a little sick to their stomach right now. Our goal is to make them use as many timeouts as humanly possible. A touchdown's great, but we might be all right. 1 timeout left again for Indiana. John Folk is not going to get the first down. A big stop by them. Indiana's getting pretty hyped right now. We need something to keep the clock moving that's a little bit not risky. A beautiful screen, and John Folk, they stop him at the 1. Unreal effort by Indiana there, but we are right in the doorstep of getting to the end zone and closing this game out. Folk is going to go in the end zone completely untouched, and finally, Cascade Valley. Looks like they might win a game this year. Indiana has fought their way all the way down to the red zone. And they're going to find a guy into the end zone. You just can't write it any crazier. They're about to get the onside kick. Hold on to your butts. Our guys are in a tough spot right now. 2-point conversion what they're going for. They need that to make it so they only need a field goal. But what a stop by Maz and Underwood, or Gates on that one. So with that, that changes things a little bit. They actually need a touchdown now because it's a 5-point game with 20 seconds left. They got no timeouts. We're going to scoop this one up. Hector Omar is going to hold on to it, and we're going to walk out of here with a W. And just like that, McGloster is going to take the knee. We are going to walk out of here with a W. After losing to Ohio State, coming out here and beating an Indiana team that was supposed to be ranked this year. Feels good, man. It feels good. Jimmy Django getting player of the game. I think he had about 5 or 6 tackles. An interception that goes for a touchdown. He balled out today. Was one of the biggest reasons why we won. Back at home, and we are trying to get something going here. It is not exactly happening on the first play. McGloster again trying to lead this offense. He had a pretty good game last week, but we just got to make sure that he steps up. What was that, Billy? 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Not exactly happy with how this is starting, and it's going to just be a punt. We wanted some yards. San Diego State has the ball after our 35-yard punt that you love to see. Our guys needing to make a stop here. The quarterback goes down, and they say, oh, it is a sack. Owen Fireball is going to make the big sack on that play. What a huge stop by the defense. Make it 2nd and 16. San Diego State has definitely been pass happy so far. Our guys are going to line up, though, and Patton is going to make the interception. And then he flipped. Is that young man okay? He appears to be fine. Jamison Patton coming up huge for Cascade Valley. What an absolute legend on the field. We're going back out here with the run game. John Folk, 3 yards at a time. Well, 2nd and 7. We're going to fight for our lives out here. 3rd down, and we're just kind of hoping for something positive right now. You know, times are tough. They are tough. Massive, massive start right now. That's what you want to see. A great punt is going to put them deep in their own territory. Then our guys said, what is defense? We're allergic to it. Try and get that hometown crowd going, and right now it's not looking super great, and we just got dudes lost right now. Tubbs is our only line of defense here, and he brings him down in the red zone, but they're cooking. We get offensive linemen sprinting down the field trying to stay alive right now. This little pistol spread thing they're doing is cooking us. They're going to shift their coverage up a little bit, or their line up a little bit. And again, just watching Jabari Okafor watch the ball go in. CVU needs a big stop here. And nobody was covering him. We're in cover 2. Why is there no one there? Praying our guys do their defensive coverage responsibilities right now. Get a tackle. There we go. Way to get in there, Getty Strap. 3rd and goal. They're going with the run. Tough. Good run. Good play. We got to do better. Back out here in offense trying to make something happen. We're going with the run, and Ty Hardy's got names to take, and he's going yard by yard. Lost their hand. This one off to Folk. Folk again, just trying to make something happen here. We will take 10 yards at a time. That's great. Hector Omar is going to slide back into the backfield for a little fake jet. Our guys are just cooked. Ty Hardy in the game. They're putting all the pressure on us. I have no idea how that was even caught. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I have no idea. Third down, 6 yards to go. Hector Omar with a great catch and turn. First down, 10 yards to go. Gloucester, he's got time. Could have thrown it maybe to B, but we're going to go ahead and take the first. Okay. So obviously not a first down because of whatever just happened there. So we're going right back to the run here. See if we get Ty Hardy some yards, and we absolutely can. Great spin move. Way to fight and get down into 15. Start the second quarter again. Down 7. Okay, then. Our guys here on second down. McGlosser again needing something. Throws one, and Hector Omar is a grown man. We'll take the touchdown. Find ourselves in midfield here about halfway through the second quarter. We are just trying desperately, and they blitz. That is the perfect play call by Coach McMervin, and we get the first down. A little over 3 minutes left. We got another third down situation here. Hector Omar, they actually had pass interference. They didn't call it. If not, that's a touchdown. Hector Omar having a great game. 4 grabs, 54 yards. Already been in the end zone once. See if he can do it again here later. Back to the run. John Folk fighting forward. We get 5. Second down, 5 yards to go. And Hector Omar, we just talked about him. Can he get in the end zone again? The answer is yes. The defense is playing stupendous right now. Can the offense keep up the great work they've had so far today? And it starts with a lot of these underneath routes. They've been cooking. And Deuce Alexander, way to fight forward. Second and inches. An empty set. McGlosser. Jesus Christ, Billy. Jesus Christ. You could keep throwing it past where the guy was, or you could underthrow it, and that happens. What? 3rd and 13 now for San Diego State. They've had some big plays that have come out of long downs like this. They go underneath. You got to be kidding me. Defense, please. A fumble! I can't even speak. Jimmy Jangle comes up with it. I don't know if that was Maz or whoever, but what a hit. We just found out that the player that made the nasty hit on that was actually none other than Getty Strap, who was just incredible last season. A bit of a slower start, I think, at this point in the season, but he's getting there. Is that on them? Felt like it was not accurate, but I will absolutely take that. Thank you for bailing us out. 30 seconds. We have no timeouts right now, so obviously a little dicey. Just a terrible pass by McGlosser. What are we doing? 2nd and 10 right now, and Hardy may have gotten killed. Our guys need a lot of help at this point. I just don't have words when things like that happen. Take us to halftime. They have about 9 seconds. They obviously want to get a touchdown or a field goal at worst. They go for a little check down play. That's going to get them bumped forward for what looks to be an easy field goal. So this looks to be about a 52-yarder. Not exactly easy. Not exactly difficult. This one is unbelievably drilled. It's a 4-point lead going into halftime. San Diego State had the ball. Caden Curry is going to recover a fumble. And then that was able to go 53 yards to put us in the red zone now. Hector Omar's going to be put on a streak here. See what he can do. They guard him pretty well. This is a dot to John Folk, who is lit up. Close play. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Our goal here is just to not turn it over. McGlosser having a very tough game. Hector Omar, though, is having the game of his life out at the 1. I mean, Hector Omar should have been in the end zone there, in my opinion. I think they got a bad spot, but we're going to hand it off to John Folk, who's in the end zone. Gets lit up, but we are going to extend our lead back to 10. After getting a touchdown, they're finding themselves in a tough spot here on a 3rd down. They go for a check down Charlie play. Of course, he breaks the tackle. Not once, not twice. Almost 3 times. San Diego State again, a 3rd down and 8. They obviously want a tutty here. They're checking down, and it's just impossible to stop. Massive opportunity here. Can we stop San Diego State for what feels like the zillionth time? The answer is no. The answer is absolutely not. It always is no. Forgetting that we were in play the moments, the game has decided that we should not get an opportunity to play offense. We're back on defense here with a 3rd and 10 that the CPU is 1,000% going to get, because all they do is convert. Here we are trying to lock in. Their running back, who is gassed, falls forward. Quarterback's going to keep it, and we just part like the Red Sea. Goal line defense parts like the Red Sea. Only on Heisman. We continue to forget that we're on play the moments, and so here we are. Once again, watching offensive linemen get pancaked by defensive linemen and converting. Whichever 8 overall or like 5, 10, something overall better than this team, and we're just getting cooked. Down 10 at this point of the game. Offensive linemen just... Why are they standing? You know? We just don't block. There is not a single block happening right now. I don't have time for anything other than watching slants. By the time a slant has finished running its route, that's it. And he dropped that one. Are you kidding me? I would genuinely love to run any other route, but you really can't. You really cannot on Heisman. I just threw it up. I just pressed a random button. This game's over. And just like that, San Diego State scores 18 unanswered in the fourth quarter because Heisman is realistic. We're picking up here with Cascade Valley at Liberty. Let's get the W. Cascade Valley is looking for a statement win. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Hector Omar deep down the sideline. He is in the end zone. That's how you start a game, Cascade Valley. After getting a massive touchdown here we are on defense trying to get a big stop. 3rd and 11. Liberty looking for something. The quarterback rolling, and he's going to get absolutely planted in the ground by Caden Curry, the transfer. After stopping Liberty on a 3rd and 5, we find our own 3rd and 5 here. We're going to go right across the middle, but we miss. Whoa, there's a flag on the play. Pass interference potentially against Liberty. We'll absolutely take that. First down, baby. So inside the red zone now. The squad is feeling like they're cooking. Or no. Liberty gets an individual pick, and that is going to hurt. Now, Liberty gets that pick, but they kind of stall out, so we're back out here trying to make some plays. And McGloster is running for his life right now. But McGloster turning on the Jets, and he has the first down. Inside the red zone. Ty Hardy already kind of hurt right now. The wear and tear is heavy on him. Big 2nd and 8 here. We're going to go with the run. And again, all of our running backs are kind of hurt right now. We're absolutely in Doinks territory, but we're also scared of being in Doinks territory. So we're rolling. McGloster's got his guy. He throws a almost dot, and Bentley's going to have that one for a touchdown. Now, Liberty has scored, but we have a 2-minute warning right now with an opportunity to go put more points on the board. And McGloster, again, fighting for his life. He has to get rid of that one. Sending a man in motion. McGloster, again, going to fake that one. Kind of a risky one, underthrows it, but Higgins goes and gets it. What a catch. The team has had a really tough first couple of weeks, and right now they're starting to put it all together, which is what you want to see. John Folk, solid spin, but doesn't go really anywhere else. 2nd and 8 here. The guys, again, trying to lock in. McGloster using his legs. He's going to get the first down easy, and he's out of bounds safe. Already back in the game. We're trying to keep McGloster out from here from getting hurt. And Ty Hardy, again, the wear and tear wearing on him. He goes for 8. 2nd and short. They're leaving the underneath open. We're going right to it here as Dwayne Alexander gets a catch. McGloster staying in shoddy here. Doesn't have anybody open. He's going to have to run again. This dude is fighting for his life out there, and he's going to get down at the 12. That last play does stop the clock as McGloster goes out of bounds. Hits him with the play action. Sells it incredibly well. He's still moving. He's got some room. He's going to try to take it by himself, and he's out at the 1. Here on the goal line, 2nd and inches actually from the 2, not from the 1. John Folkson going in the end zone, mostly untouched, gets hit late, but Cascade Valley extends their lead. Liberty has scored. They're trying to obviously tie this game up here. We are in a very tough spot. Their quarterback running for his life, and look at that. Looks like James Ariel's going to bring him down. Gloucester has his team right back in the red zone again. He feels the pressure. He steps up. This time he's going to slide. No, he doesn't. He gets hit. 2nd and 2. They're blitzing. We go right here to Hector Omar, who gets his 2nd touchdown of the game. Big play. Our defense finally did their job, and they've kept Liberty from scoring. So with a 2-touchdown lead, it's time for John Folk to try to do something, but it's not really much up the middle. Folk hasn't been super effective this season, but he's up to about 70-some yards right now, which we can't really be so mad at. A dot by McGloster. Hector Omar in the end zone for the 3rd time today. He's having a career outing. A little under 4 minutes left now. Liberty's still in this game. We are just trying to lock in. And I think Hector Omar hold that one in. Still with a 14-point lead here. Liberty on 4th and 5. They're in a tough situation. They go to the edge, and he's already out of bounds. That's a turnover. They actually call that a completion. So Liberty out here trying to make a play. Their quarterback running for his life baits us, and it gets dropped in a bucket in front of Maz. They do manage to get an actual touchdown here. Their left-footed kicker is going to try to get an onside kick here, so they have an opportunity to tie it up. Hector Omar is going to pick that one up. He's going to hold on to it like he has all game, and that is going to seal it. So a tough one, a scary one, but even at home, Liberty could not stop Cascade Valley. We gave up too many points in the 4th quarter, but for the most part, I'm happy with how we played. A W is a W.